how to eat healthy and actually like it, if there's one thing most of us are guilty of, it's not always eating the right kinds of foods. In fact, millions of people all over the world don't eat healthy, and as a result experience health problems, one of which is obesity. Not eating right is one of the quickest ways to get sick, and it's important that everyone learn how to eat healthy so they can live long and happy lives. Learning how to eat healthy is not all that difficult, even if you are in an all-junk food diet, which so many of us are these days since fast food is so much quicker. The truth is, there are lots of healthy foods that taste great. You can learn how to eat healthy and even like it. Start making changes slowly. If you're one of those people who eats a lot of junk food, it's time to start learning how to eat healthy. But you shouldn't go out and change your eating habits entirely, at least not right away, because you'll end up giving up sooner or later. Start making small changes to your diet, maybe a few at a time. For example, if you love milk and other dairy products, switch to low or non-fat. It will make a huge difference, especially if you need to lose a little bit of weight. But don't eliminate dairy products, because you need the nutrients they provide, including protein. What if you're someone who eats a lot of takeout? Start eliminating one meal each week until you are down to eating out only once a week, which won't hurt too much if you're eating healthy foods the rest of the time. Or try changing around your selections at restaurants. Most places these days have a healthy options menu and offer such healthy choices as salads, low-fat grilled sandwiches, and fruit for dessert. The best way to get on the track to eating healthy is to cut out junk little by little. This way, you won't end up craving it, which will eventually lead to binging on sweets and fat. We can eat some of these foods some of the time, but it's essential that within a few weeks of making changes you'll find that you're eating a diet that consists mainly of healthy foods. Know what you are eating. To learn how to eat healthy, one of the first things you need to do is learn about food, both junk food and healthy food. Once you know what you're putting into your body, and the things that these foods can do to your health, it will be much easier to make the switch to healthier options. You need to learn about nutrients in your diet, and unless you know which foods have these nutrients, and how much they contain, you will not be able to prepare truly healthy meal plans. Some people advise that you start reading labels. But if you are truly eating healthy, you'll be eating mostly from fresh foods without labels. You'll avoid the boxed, prepared foods loaded with preservatives and other unhealthy things. There are many ways to learn about what's in the foods you eat, such as books, magazines, and on the internet. You can also discuss it with your physician or a dietitian or nutritionist. Once you understand which foods are good for you and why, it will be easier to plan your diet, with foods that aren't just healthy, but tasty too. Getting the right nutrients. When you learn how to eat healthy, you will learn about the many nutrients that we need to be healthy and survive. There are 3 macronutrients, including proteins, carbohydrates, and fats that we all must have, as well as many other vitamins and minerals. Protein from dietary sources is extremely important, since the body is unable to produce them on its own and they must come from the foods you eat. Protein is essential for the health of our muscles and other soft tissues, and every cell in our body relies on protein to function properly. Even our hair, skin, and nails are made from protein. You may notice that if you aren't getting enough in your diet, your hair isn't as shiny and healthy looking, and your nails are brittle and soft. There are many great sources of protein in healthy foods, and many of them are extremely delicious. And if you find that you aren't getting enough protein from your diet, you can always use a protein supplement, of which there are a number of varieties. Protica offers many different protein supplements that are great for any type of diet and excellent for anyone who wants to eat healthy but doesn't always have the time. Protica has some great tasting protein snacks such as protein candy, Nutri-Gum, and FruiTasiaT, as well as liquid protein shots such as ProasisR and ProfectR. You can learn more at www.protica.com.